Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2012 ECE paper, and this question is related to analog circuits. Look at the circuit diagram. The current IB flowing through the base of a silicon NPN transistor is 1 plus zero point 0.1 cos 10,000 pi t milliamperes. At 300 degree Kelvin, that is room temperature, the R pi in the small signal model of the transistor is R pi in small signal equivalent. R pi is nothing but base to emitter resistance in small signal model. So R pi is equal to small signal resistance between base and emitter. It is also treated as RBE. R pi, it is also called as RBE. Okay, so RBE or R pi can be written as small signal resistance is nothing but small signal voltage divided by small signal current. So small signal voltage between base and emitter, this is base and it is emitter. Small signal voltage is nothing but VBE, small signal current is IB. So R pi can be written as VBE divided by IB. So this is what the equation 1. So we will write it as equation 1. So if you are going to express VBE by IB, at that time that is what the actual value. How do we express VBE by IB? What is the equivalent one? Okay, we know that every BJT will be consisting of two junctions internally. One is emitter base junction, the other is collector base junction. And if the BJT has to act as amplifier, at that time emitter base junction has to be forward bias, collector base junction has to be reverse bias. In amplifier action, IC is approximately equal to IE. We know that one. For a BJT in amplifier mode, in amplifier application, IC is approximately equal to IE. IE is nothing but emitter current. Emitter current is nothing but the current flowing through emitter base junction, which is forward bias for active region where the BJT is acting as amplifier. So under forward bias, the emitter base junction is simply act as diode. So the current, emitter current, can be written in terms of diode current equation, where we can write like this: IC is approximately equal to IE, which is nothing but I naught times of e power VBE by VT minus 1, but this can be approximated as I naught multiplied by e power VBE divided by VT itself, because e power positive is very large. VBE is positive for the NPN transistor and the e power positive is very large compared to that 1. So that 1 can be neglected and we can write it as IC itself is equal to I naught into e power VBE by VT. Okay, and whenever we are going in this way, this is what the general current equation, make it as equation 2. Okay, and for a BJT, after making the transistor in biasing conditions, that is nothing but after keeping the transistor in active region, you can apply a small signal such that it can be amplified, because a BJT act as amplifier only in active region. So for that one, first of all you have to keep the transistor in active mode. For that one you require some DC power supplies along with some resistances, whereby some DC operating currents and DC operating voltage will be prevailed in the circuit. And after that one, if you apply AC signal, this AC signal is going to be superimposed on the DC levels. The total overall current, the total overall current can be written in this way: total collector current, total collector current in the sense it is DC plus AC. Okay, total collector current is expressed as I suffix capital C, which is nothing but and we can write it as small ic, plus capital I capital C. This is what we can write. Okay, small ic is nothing but this is AC equivalent of collector current, capital IC is nothing but DC equivalent of collector current, and this is nothing but we can write from the equation 2, we can write it as I naught, which is constant, e power VBE, we are also writing it as both. V is small letter and BE is nothing but capital letters. That is nothing but this is total instantaneous collector current. Total current, it is also called as instantaneous current. Instantaneous current. Total instantaneous current. That implies nothing but which includes AC as well as DC currents. So here also small v capital BE is nothing but that is instantaneous collector current, which includes both DC and AC currents. Okay, by VT. By VT we can write. So from this one, now I am writing it as I naught into e power capital VBE plus small VBE divided by VT. Now I am writing it as separately for AC and DC for the instantaneous base to emitter voltage. Now if you are going to write this one, IC is equal to capital IC is equal to, that is instantaneous collector current, is equal to I naught into e power VBE divided by VT. Okay, e power VBE divided by VT into e power small VBE divided by VT. This is what you can write. So from this one, if you see, okay, it is approximately equal to I naught into this one. This value, if you check, it is equal to capital IC itself. Okay, so this can be written as capital IC into e power small VBE divided by VT. You can write like this. Okay, which is equal to, this is instantaneous value of collector current, that implies nothing but which includes AC collector current as well as DC collector current. From this equation we will write this one. Okay, the same equation I am writing it again. Okay, so this is what the equation we are writing it. Now from this equation I can write it as IC into e power VBE by VT, okay, is equal to IC plus IC. So here this V power VBE by VT, VBE is very small, that is change in AC voltage, that is very small, since, okay, since VBE is very small compared to capital VT, that is change in VBE, remember that one. Okay, so it is very small. The AC small signal is going to be very small compared to VT thermal voltage. By that time you can write the expression as 1 plus VBE divided by VT, you can write. That is nothing but IC plus capital IC. So here you can write it as IC plus, okay, IC plus IC into VBE divided by VT is equal to small IC plus capital IC. Capital IC get cancels. Small IC is nothing but this one. Okay, so small IC can be written as, small IC can be, small IC is equal to capital IC divided by VT into VBE. From this one you can write it as, actually you can write it as transconductance GM, which is nothing but IC divided by VBE, which is equal to IC by VT, you can write. This is one important equation. This is third equation. Transconductance can be defined as IC by VT. How you are getting this one is nothing but, this is the theory behind this. Now what we are interested is nothing but R pi. We have written as R pi is equal to VBE divided by IB, we have written. What we got is nothing but IC by VBE. Okay, from this equation can you able to write IC can be written as, this is IC can be written as GM is equal to, the same GM I am writing. Okay, I am extending this equation. GM is equal to IC is equal to beta times of IB divided by VBE is equal to IC is equal to beta times of capital IB divided by VT. So beta get cancels. That implies nothing but, from this equation IB by VBE is equal to small ib divided by Vt. This is small ib, that is small I capital B. Okay, so IB by VB is equal to capital IB by Vt. So this equation, if you write, this will be treated as, from this equation, where what we require is VBE by IB, but what you got is IB by VB. Make the reverse so that it will be equal to Vt by capital IB. Capital IB implies nothing but DC base current, Vt divided by DC base current, DC base current. So what was given is nothing but AC plus DC. The current equation given as 1 plus, okay, 0.1 sine 10,000 something it has given, 10,000 pi t, like this it has given. So out of this one, this will be treated as AC component and it will be treated as DC component. So IDC, that is DC base current, is nothing but 1 milliampere, because you have to consider only this quantity, not this one. Okay, so by that time R pi is equal to Vt is nothing but thermal voltage, which will be having 25 millivolts. It's a constant value at room temperature, divided by 1 milliampere, that is the DC biasing current. So what you are going to get is 25 ohms. So the right answer for the given question is 25 ohms. So the right answer is C. R pi, it is also treated as RBE, which is nothing but 25 ohms for this one. Thank you.